Hello dear aspirants, I am 𝐼𝐞𝐥𝐬𝐻, your mentor from Prepp IAS, and this is 10th February newspaper and I am ready with must-read articles of 10th February newspaper. Okay, and there are several articles which is very important from prelims and mains point of view, especially for this year 2025. So be tuned with me and see how much you can benefit from today's video. Okay, so let's start with the first front page. Achha, before starting 10th February, let me just revisit one article from 8th February that I forgot to explain, okay, or tell you guys that it is important. Let me go to the 8th February newspaper and yeah. So this is 8th February world page, okay. So this Trump sanctioned International Criminal Court for illegitimate probes targeted against Israel and US. So in our syllabus, GS paper 2, important international institutions are there. Their structures, their mandate, okay, and these kind of international institutions are important from prelims point of view also. So President Donald Trump has imposed sanctions on ICC for probes targeting America and its ally Israel. So but the ICC they said that they will continue providing justice and hope around the world, okay. So you should know when ICC was formed and what is the difference between ICC and ICJ. So International Criminal Court was established in 2002 through Rome Statute. It is based in the Hague, Netherlands. Europe is the most participative, group of countries or continent in this ICC. But it is different from International Court of Justice of United Nations, okay. That's a different thing. But that doesn't mean that UN has nothing to do with ICC. International Criminal Courts work in cooperation with United Nations, okay. So when United Nations Security Council or ICC needs each other, they used to help each other, right? But they are not, or both part, UNSC and ICJ are part of United Nations, but ICC is not. And another very important fact is India is not a party to International Criminal Court. Okay, European countries are, South American countries are, but India, China, they are not party to ICC, but they all are party to ICJ because it is part of UN. Okay, so you're supposed to know this. Okay, okay, let's move to the 10th February. Okay. So 10th February, the front page, 31 Maoists, 2 Jawans killed in Chhattisgarh encounter. In the biggest anti-Maoist operation of the year, at least 31 alleged extremists were gunned down by security forces in Bijapur district of Chhattisgarh. So this is one of the successful operations of security forces. This comes under GS paper 3, linkages between development and extremism. Okay, let's move to the next article. Now, this is not very important, but you should know recently a lot of states are bringing their own schemes, okay. So you should know which scheme is brought by which state. And now there is a trend of appeasing to women, so they are launching schemes to give monthly allowances to women. So similar Jharkhand has done with the Maiya scheme, and they have done this Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin Yojana, Maharashtra government, okay. So what has happened here, 5 lakh of beneficiaries were ineligible. So money was sent to wrong people, which was not supposed to be sent, okay. So this is Maharashtra Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin Yojana. Other such scheme is Namo Shetkari Yojana. Namo Shetkari Yojana is similar to PM Kisan Nidhi Yojana, in which 6,000 rupees allowances is given to farmers in 3 installments. Okay, let's move to the next article. Just let me drink one water. Yeah. So, in editorial. So I have not chosen this article because it's going to come in the coming days of newspaper, and Narayanan article also I have not taken because it seems to be not so much useful for our exam UPSC relevant news. So let's read this one. It talks about research and development, a gift, horse's teeth, okay. So this comes under GS2, government policies and intervention for development in various sector. Okay, so budget 2025-26 has announced a lot of money for scientific research and development. They have outlined 20,000 crore budgetary support for developing small modular reactors with the goal of readying 5 such reactors by 2033. So small modular reactors are important. Okay, 5 by 2033. Another major initiative is Research, Development and Innovation Fund included in the Department of Science and Technology's expected expenditure. It will benefit startup and sunrise sectors. Okay. So in India, mainly government has led the research and development thing. Private investment has remained inadequate for always. Okay. So although there are several ambitious schemes that government has launched in quantum computing, artificial intelligence, other cutting edge technologies, the supporting infrastructures remain still inadequate. Okay, India still lacks the essential building blocks, chipsets, semiconductors, the foundations of electronics and AI, right? The semiconductor fabs, the skilled engineering workforce, and a strong innovations ecosystem to fully capitalize on this investment. This is still lacking. Okay. So to truly transform India, it needs to dig into research powerhouse. The focus must shift to strengthening foundational infrastructure, incentivizing private innovation, and ensuring long-term, industry leaders in this area. Okay, let's move to the next article. Again, AI. AI is the most important, and now it has become a very important element of international organizations and group also. India's opportunity at the AI Action Summit. Okay, so India has accepted France's invitation to co-chair the AI Action Safety Summit, which was going on 10th and 11th February. Right, so this summit will be third of its kind. The first was done in UK 2023. The second was done in South Korea in 2024, and third is being done in Paris. Okay, so in addition to AI safety, the agenda at Paris is to focus on innovation, public interest AI, future of work, and AI governance, presenting India an opportunity to continue its global engagement on AI safety and amplify the voice of Global South. Okay, so the first meeting in UK, okay, that happened in Bletchley Park in UK. They launched the UK AI Safety Institute, AISI, AI Safety Institute. The second meeting in Seoul expanded the scope of conversation to multilateral things, multilateral collaboration on AI risk management through network of AISIs. Okay, in a lot of countries like US, France, Singapore, Japan, European Union. So India's IT minister recently announced plans of setting up an AI Safety Institute, okay, and global partnership on artificial intelligence meeting hosted by India in December 2023 emphasized the need for equitable access to critical resources for AI research and innovation to underscore the need for enabling AI infrastructure for developing AI applications. So let's move to the next page. Okay, so this article in text and context page, how has the budget allocated funds for urban development? Urbanization is very important topic in GS paper 1. Okay, so the types of scheme that go, so actually this is critical of the government, but still some important things they have talked about, that how how money is being transferred to local bodies. What are the three mediums? So one is direct transfer to urban local bodies, ULBs. Second is central sponsored scheme, and third is central sector schemes. Okay, so the direct transfer to ULBs has reduced, and with GST coming and the abolition of local taxes like octroi taxes, a lot of local revenue of urban local bodies has reduced. That is the issue that urban local bodies are also facing. And what is centrally sponsored schemes? I'm just explaining it to you. Centrally sponsored schemes involve cost sharing between union, states and local government. Okay, it includes a lot of schemes like Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Swachh Bharat Mission, Amrut and Smart Cities Mission. What is central sector scheme? It is completely funded by central government, okay, controlled by union government, and often has strong political overtones. It is directed towards capital. So this kind of central sector schemes, they have agenda in mind, and they are directly spent in that capital, infrastructure, intensive infrastructure projects like metro and rail expansion. So ULBs are not able to use it in the local administration or operational related things. So that's why there is lack of fund with urban. So one of the issues that you can write if the question comes about urban local bodies in GS paper 2, or one of the issues of urbanization in GS paper 1. Okay, so what budget has brought? A new urban challenge fund of 10,000 crore has been introduced in the budget, which has set an ambitious target of 1 lakh crore to implement urban redevelopment programs. Okay, this much is sufficient. Let's move to the next article. Okay, this article is also important from prelims point of view. In pole-bound Meghalaya, rat hole coal mining hopes ride on Article 371. Recently, a lot of issues came around rat hole. A lot of some miners were trapped there. We have read about it, how some people were trapped there, and a lot of, again, Supreme Court's verdict to NGT banning it, a lot of things were in news. So what is happening? So it's kind of loss for tribals there. So there was some talk about some regional party told that, you know, they should try to bring Meghalaya under Article 371, that can help them resume rat hole coal mining because after coming under Article 371, they can do they have some special provisions, you know, and some central law like NGT rules and Supreme Court rules might not might not be imposed on them if there are some special provisions for them. Okay, so specific similar. So they are comparing it with Nagaland. Nagaland comes under Article 371A, okay, which has special provisions guaranteeing the protection of land and its resources apart from the Naga customary law and procedure. According to, so NGT will not be able to interfere in the coal mining activity of Nagaland because of Article 371A. And NGT has banned rat hole mining in Meghalaya in 2014, and ban has been upheld by the Supreme Court also. Okay? So 6th schedule of Constitution of India powers the district council to make laws on allotment of land, social custom, forest, etc. So 6th schedule is there, right? You know, ATM square, you should know, Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, and Mizoram. These are the states ruled by ATM square, ruled by 6th schedule. Okay, so they have district council to make laws, but paragraph 12A of the schedule allows the state's law to prevail over that of the district council if there is any conflict. So if there is any conflict, the district council will come a step back and state's law will prevail. But if they come under Article 371, they can still uphold their customary law. Though in this case it's not very positive. Rat hole mining is not safe for people. You should know about Article 371. It was there initially in our constitution, and since beginning of the constitution, in part 21 of the constitution, further articles like Article 371A to J has been brought through amendment under Article 368. So 371A is of Nagaland, 371B of Assam, 371C of Manipur, 371D and E of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, 371F of Sikkim, and if you know 371J and I, if you know about them, please write in the comments. Okay, let's move to the next article. You should know about Article 371 in short. Last article of the day. Will the baby be a boy or a girl? SRY Gene claims to have the answer. So this comes under GS paper 3, Science and Tech, Developments and their application and effects in everyday life. So there is not much to be read in this article. You should just know that, we all know that all of them who have studied biology and especially UPSC related biology, women have X chromosome, the sex chromosome pair, and males have XY. So depending on which one is coming, X or Y, the gender of the sex of the child is decided. But they are talking one other gene which is also help in deciding this, which is the Y chromosome, which leads to maleness, contains the SRY gene. Now this is something new. Okay, an XY embryo that receives an SRY gene rendered non-functional by mutation develops ovaries which produces estrogen and lead to the development of female characteristics. So they are talking more details about how micro factors are also affecting all this, which so these are further research and development into these areas. Okay, that's it for 10th February. Thank you.